Someone's not done loving you yet, and they want to come back in and tell you. Think or say out loud, I allow this. And let's start. It's 5:05 on my clock. And this filter popped up. I am not hating it. I feel like I could totally rock it. Rock it! Alright, much better. It just feels more normal me, kind of. There was a trauma bond attraction. And both of you had inner child healing that was needed to be done. But that was such a long time ago, they're saying. This person, whoever they are to you, I'm hearing you've been dreaming and wishing for them back just as much as they've been wishing for you back. But they are scared because it was a very long time ago. You both were much, much younger, and, you know, silly, foolish, immature stuff happened. Some of it you could say are unforgivable. For some of you, it's stuff you've already forgiven and they just don't know yet. Ooh, let me get those. Okay. This could be the one. When this person comes in, they are already very sure that you are the one for them. That no matter how much time has gone on between the two of you. By the way, how great is this shirt? I just found it. I'm like in the back of a drawer. I was like, ooh. Anyway, no matter how much time has gone by, they know you're the one for them. No matter how it might have seemed in the past, they do want to apologize for all of it. They had a mother wound that needed to be looked into and healed. And losing you, whether you feel like they threw you away or they lost you, is up to your definition. But either way, they know they lost you. And when they did, even if it was them pushing you away or self-sabotaging at the time, it made them be like, why would I do that to the most amazing person I could have ever had? And it made them question and look into their mother wounds. And once they started doing that, they appreciated you even more because you weren't settling for the shit that everybody previously settled for with them. You called them out on their shit. You were very clear, like, no, we ain't treating me like that. And I'll walk if I gotta walk. Even if it was just energetically, even if you couldn't get the words out, there was a part of them that was well aware. Which is why, for many of you, they ghosted you because there is no way they had big enough balls, metaphorically speaking, to be able to be like, I got a mother wound I got to go work on. Nobody does that, really, okay? So 244, as I said that, now they are understanding completely that there was only and ever will be you. It says they're with somebody and they're married, though. So you might be married, they might be married, you both might be with somebody, you might have both previously been with somebody. This might be your ex-husband, ex-wife, depending on who you are. But it says married and with someone. So be very careful. But it says, I love you unconditionally, and they are your absolute divine mate. And it is a past life connection. You're just in severe separation. And they love you uncontrollably. Wedding bells are in your near future, and so is union. So the married card can be that you guys are single, one of you single, and they do want to marry you. All right? Let me get you some messages from this person. Give me 1 second. By the way, readings are open. Linktree Readings by LOREN is the only way, and that first tab, once you click into that, will say something like Readings, Reiki, and More by LOREN, or just Readings, Reiki, and More, something like that. And that's to book all readings and Reiki and spell work and hex removals, evil eye removals, cord cuttings, everything. It also, no more Etsy store. My tarot decks, my oracle decks, my books, and everything else are all now within that one site. So Linktree Readings by LOREN still connects you to where you need to go to book anything, okay? And I will never be in your DMs asking you about readings in any way, shape, or form. If you think I am, no offense, it is a scammer that just made their account look exactly like mine. Don't click into anything, all right? If I was ever going to contact you, it would be readings by LORENMalloy@gmail.com, and I am not going to email you, okay? 444, as he said that. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, and now I do. This past life connection, this divine mate, this union is happening. For many of you, this person wants to come in and tell you, but they have to make sure they clear up the karmic relationship that they got into while they were absolutely asleep. Whether they were married or whether they're just dating somebody, they had to separate from you, heal the mother wound, and that karmic actually did you a favor. Whether they married that person, had kids with that person, or just dating that person, they did you a favor because it forced the mother wound issue to be so prevalent, so in your divine masculines or divine mate's face, however they identify pronoun wise. They were like, wow, I fumbled the bag with the best person I could have ever had, which would be you. And then I married this person who is exactly like every bad aspect of my mother. I gotta heal this wound. And the more they started looking into the wound, the more they started realizing they were absolutely unhappy with who they married. It just ticked off all the wrong boxes. And they were trying to prove to you in a way that, see, I don't need you. See, I'm over you. See, I'm doing fine. Except they fumbled the bag so hard because they got stuck in something that they didn't need to, while you were just like, you dumb. You know what I mean? Even if it was just energetically. A lot of times, one of you agreed before you got into your meat suits and came down to this planet that they were going to have kids with somebody else to finalize a spiritual soul contract with them from previous lifetimes. Like, horrible things could have happened in previous lifetimes depending when those two got together and didn't have kids, which was supposed to be an energetic thing, and those kids are meant to do something. So very often people come together in karmic reasons just to have kids, and then down the line they have to separate because they're both meant to be with different people and they finish that contract out. That's what's going on now. Your partner, your divine mate, is well aware, not only are you their divine mate, that you've had past lives together, that you're meant to be married, that you're meant to be in union, all of it. They do want to marry you. Even if they say things to people like, oh, I would never get married again, they already feel like they've always been married to you. And they basically married somebody else, and that was an oops. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have always been soul contract married to you. They just had to finish out this side contract with this other person for those karmic reasons. But it all brought it full circle into their understanding, your divine mate's understanding, that the wounds they were carrying was what messed you two up. And now not only are they clearing up whoever they were still connected to or are connected to, they're clearing that up so it doesn't get brought to you in some horrible, emotional baggage sort of way, but that you can both start on the right foot together. They had to let you go all that time ago because they knew they weren't going to be treating you right. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. Our love was too intense for me to handle at that time. I needed to break away. And they had trouble with intimacy. I have trouble with intimacy. But that came from that mother wound also. And now that they're so much more aware of why it all happened, how they got triggered, why they self-sabotaged, why they pushed you away, why they chose somebody that was just a horrible choice for them, all that stuff, it all makes sense now, and they need to tell you. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. Wow. I could feel the sexual tension. In the 5D, you guys do have communication and possibly have intimate occasions. I will say you should book a private reading. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. Now I know it's true. Boom, you got it from both decks. Between this one and the Romance Oracle deck. Whoever this is to you, they love you so much. They care about you so much. They're so embarrassed that they fumbled the bag. Some part of them understands that they had to, because you both had to do some solo quests and solo journeys for your own involvement to get back together. Now, if you don't want to get back together with this person, that's totally fine. That's a you thing, right? But realize how important and special you are, that your existence in somebody's life helped them evolve into a better soul and re-identify with all that they needed to heal. You did that by your existence. 515 on the clock as they say that. Maybe book the private reading. By the way, half-an-hour readings and hour readings actually have Reiki sessions attached. So it's kind of like a 2-for-1 deal. You might want to choose those, but when this person comes back in, they're not conning you. They're not trying to dupe you. They just have awoken and realized all the truth, racing in. and they want you to know at minimum that they're sorry. Look, I opened it again. It says, I love you unconditionally. They love you. They realize the mistakes they made, and they're hoping at minimum you understand how loyal they are to your connection, no matter what it seems like from the past. Book a private reading if you want. I love you.